Good morning, O'Neill. I hope everyone's having a great day today. It is Friday, April 24th. Whew, the end of April. I can't believe it. I know that it's been a struggle for a lot of you, and I appreciate how much you are persevering through. You are logging in, you're continuing to learn, you're checking in with your teacher, you're making connections with your friends and your teacher online. I'm just so very proud of you. So just want you to know that. Today, I'm hanging out in Miss Sipes' room, and it is our last day of Earth Week, and so let's read a story. Well, it's a set of poems, and which I love. So, Spectacular Science. And it is a book of poems all about science. See, you could write a poem about anything. And this is by Lee Bennett Hopkins. All right. What is science? What is science? So many things. The study of stars, Saturn rings. The study of rocks, geodes and stones. Dinosaur fossils and old chip bones. The study of soil, oil and gas. Of sea and sky, of seed and grass. Of wind and hurricanes that blow, volcanoes, tornadoes, earthquakes, snow. What is science? The study of trees, of butterflies and killer bees. Glaciers, geysers, clay and sand. Mighty mountains and rolling land. The power of trains, planes that soar. Science is this and so much more. So into the earth and into the sky, we question the how, the where, when, and why. Encounter. We both stood heart-stomping still. I in the doorway, the deer near the old apple tree. He muscle-weary, straining to hear. I holding breath to say, do not fear. In the silence between us, my thought said, stay. Did it snap like a twig? He rose on a curve and fled. You ever seen that? Have you ever seen that in your yard, a deer or a raccoon or something like that, and you're both staring at each other? And then they scamper away? That's what that's about. To look at anything. To look at anything, if you would know that thing, you must look at it long. To look at the green and say, I have seen spring in these woods, will not do. You must be the thing you see. You must be the dark snakes of stem and fiery plumes of leaves. You must enter in the small silences between the leaves. You must take your time and touch the very piece they issue from. The seed. How does it know, this little seed, if it is to grow to a flower or a weed? If it is to be a vine or a shoot, or grow into a tree with a deep, long root? A seed is so small, where do you suppose it stores up all of the things that it knows? Have any of you planted some seeds lately? I bet you can. Put it in your windowsill or something like that and see what grows. Under the microscope. Unseen and unaided eye, amoebas glide on the small glass slide. Magnified 1,000 times, protozoans split in two. It's miraculous what a microscope can do. Ooh, crystal vision. Do you ever see that in your windows? Some rainbows that come in on the floor? The prism bends a beam of light and pulls it into colored bands. My fingers tremble with delight. I hold a rainbow in my hands. It's a little cloudy today, but on a sunny day, try it. Magnet. This small flat horseshoe is sold for a toy. We are told that it will pick up pins, and it does, time after time. Later it lies about getting its red paint chipped, being offered pins less often, until at last we leave it alone. Then it leads its own life, trading secrets with the North Pole, reading invisible messages from the sun. It's kind of true. Not a lot of people have magnets in their house, maybe on your fridge a little bit, but not those old kind of magnets. I always had a bingo magnet to pick up bingo chips. Dinosaur bone. Dinosaur bone, alone, alone, keeping a secret old as stone. Deep in the mud, asleep in the mud. Tell me, dinosaur bone. What was the world when the seas were new and ferns unfurled as strange winds blew? Where the mountains fire, were the rivers ice? Was it mud and mire? Was it paradise? How did it smell, your earth, your sky? How did you live? How did you die? How long have you lain alone, alone? Tell me, dinosaur bone. I always thought I could dig in my backyard and find dinosaur bones, and then I got yelled at for all the holes in the yard. Don't try it, but wouldn't that be cool if you found one? Rocks. Big rocks into pebbles, pebbles into sand. I really hold a million rocks here in my hand. Metamorphosis. When water turns to ice, does it remember one time it was water? When ice turns back into water, does it remember it was ice? I wonder. How? I love that question. How? How do spiders, ants, ladybugs, bees, butterflies, fireflies, dragonflies, fleas know how to crawl, creep, filt, flutter, fly, as winter comes bitterly chilling the sky? Ooh, snowflakes. I hope we don't see any more of those. I don't want any more snowflakes. I need spring. Sometimes this winter, if you go to walk in soft new fallen snow, when flakes are big and come down slow, to settle on your sleeve as bright as stars that could wait for night, you won't know what you have in sight. Another world unless you bring a magnifying glass. This thing we call a snowflake is the king. Of crystals do you like surprise? Examine him 3 times his size. At first you won't believe your eyes. Stars look alike, but flakes do not. No two are the same in all the lot that you will get in any spot. You chance to be for every one, come spinning through the sky has none, but his own window wings of sun. Joints, points, and crosses, what could make such lace work with no cracks or breaks? In billions, no mistake. It's so true. Every single snowflake is different. And when you look at it under a microscope, it's all crystals are different. Ooh, what are you, wind? What are you, wind? Only air, winding in and out of everywhere? If only air, and thinner than all gauze, how do you know when to bluster and to pause? Or where do you go? How do you drift and settle each starflake of snow, to crest a wave, ripple strands of grain, make leaves talk, and slant the rain? What are you, wind, I feel and cannot see? You, with a breath, are life itself to me. How can you slap, slam, and sting? break, destroy, uproot, and yet so softly sing. Push at apples until they fall, you with no shape and no color at all. That's so true. The wind can do so many destructive and wonderful things. Three skies. Three skies above our world. Gray sky when clouds are high. Break through the clouds and it's blue where planes fly. Break through the blue on a rocket flight and the skies are black day and night. Break through the black, who knows to what fourth sky on what flight. Those are the different atmospheres. Can't remember them all. Stars. The stars are too many to count. The stars make 60s and 7s. The stars tell nothing and everything. The stars look scattered. Stars are so far away, they never speak when spoken to. And that is all. That's some spectacular science, some fun poems that I hope you enjoyed. And remember to check in, log in, learn. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is still meals here at O'Neill from 10 to 11:30. So come and get some yummy food. And I hope you have a fabulous Friday.